Ooh.
Launch in
What'd you do?
2, 1.
Woo! Not the first time to be in an escape pod. What'd you do? Hello. Oh! Oh, there goes that. At least we're in an escape pod. Oh, shit. That was all supposed to be tied down. Oh, this is gonna hurt like a bitch. Wakey, wakey. Unless you want to become a hot pocket. Whoo, boy, that's hot. Yep. There you go, hit it. Okay, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Grab it. Ooh, mouse sensitivity is way too high. Welcome to Subnautica. Who doesn't love being thrown straight into it? There we go. Booting in emergency mode. I think we're far past emergency.
You have suffered minor head trauma. This
Lovely.
is considered an optimal outcome.
Screw
This
you.
PDA has now rebooted in emergency mode with one directive: to keep you alive on an alien world. Please refer to the databank for detailed survival advice. Good luck.
I feel like the good luck is patronizing. But thank you for that. Yeah. Shut up. I don't need a tutorial. I do need to turn that mouse sensitivity down. But yeah, welcome to Subnautica. Take that, thank you. If you're wondering, I do actually have a playthrough of Subnautica Below Zero on the channel, and I just never got around to playing Subnautica. But with the release of Subnautica 2 on the horizon, I would like to actually get a chance to play. So, let's go ahead and play. Birdie! And the Aurora. Lovely. You know, I did actually watch, like, Subnautica being
The
developed.
Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Well, at least we're not gonna have to go on a rescue mission then. How lovely. I should note, I did actually watch Subnautica being developed, like, a long time ago. Like, for anyone who knows, as a point of reference, I remember when you used to be able to edit the terrain, and when Jacksepticeye still had that red curtain, I believe it was, in the background of his face cam. Maybe he had swapped to the black background at that point. Not 100% sure. Either way, let's jump in. Oh. You know, I absolutely love the crap out of Subnautica Below Zero, and this is just more of the same awesomeness. Okay, let's get on it. Food, come here! Come here! I don't want table coral. Thank you. Boomerang. Peeper! Peeper, you're my favorite little peeper. Come here! Yeah, got it. Can't catch a peeper, but I can catch a freaking boomerang. Actually, I need to go into the crafter. Now I think about it, I need to remember order of operations here. First thing first, let's fix the freaking pod. Silicone rubber, cave sulfur, titanium. Silicone rubber, can I make that? I can. Creep vine, gotcha. Actually gonna nab an O2 tank real quick. Just so I actually have a way to stay under. God damn it, that's loud. Thank you for that. If I knew which audio that was under, I would absolutely turn that down. Jesus Christ. I feel like one thing should be clear, but I'm gonna state it anyways. Yeah, I've seen the story of this game. I watched it get developed over the years, so yeah. I know the story of this game. It's kind of hard to forget it after you've seen it, but I'm still gonna have a good time re-experiencing it. I don't recognize you.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Yep, you're just like every other freaking narrator I've ever had to deal with. Sassy is all out hell and doubtful I'm gonna survive, which is fair enough. I have a bad tendency to get myself killed. Right, you have to completely lead the safe shallows to be able to find any creep vine. I never like going outside the safe area. Because as soon as you leave the safe area, suddenly things are gonna try and kill you. reef backs! I love it. Hey, for once I have a shit ton of knowledge about a game that I've never played before. So that's actually gonna come in handy. Oof. Inventory full. Okay. I'm gonna take what I got. Get out of here. Ooh. Feel like I'm being stalked. That's either a stalker reference or a reference to some bit of knowledge that you may not have. Ooh. Got a peeper! First one. It's kind of terrifying. The amount of detail that they put in that big old peeper of yours is disconcerting, to say the least. Silicone rubber. Right. Oh, God. Hang on, let me eat something first. Oh. So freaking dark. But I can't make a freaking battery until, I can't make a... Can I even make a flashlight right now? I didn't look at that. I'm not sure I can. It's way too dark to go hunting cave sulfur. Cooked peeper.
The fabricator cooks small organisms while disposing of the skeletal structure, bodily fluids, and internal organs, thus rendering them safe for human consumption.
We just went through planetfall. The assumption that the fabricator may not be 100% in its right mind, considering the fact that this thing probably has some level of AI within it, is not necessarily out of the question. But then again, I'm not necessarily of my right mind either, and no one questions me. No, wait, a lot of people question me. Ignore what I'm saying. I can make flashlight. Yeah, if I get glass. Ooh, fins. Translate vertical limb movement underwater into forward thrust. Listen, we got plenty of forward thrust as it is. We don't need any help in that aspect. Enhance swim speed by approximately 15%. That will come in handy. Now I need to make more.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
You know how they say that warning labels typically aren't put on something because it's perceived as dangerous initially, but because someone did something that got a warning label put on it, for example, don't stop a chainsaw with your nuts. I'm pretty sure that's a real thing. Does that mean someone tried to override that setting in a situation like this? Whoo! Plant's beautiful. You see some of the fluorescent stuff. Interesting.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planetfall.
I'm surprised that's only... Okay, I'm surprised that's the most concerning bit of damage that thing freaking encountered during planetfall. Lovely. Whew, that forward thrust is actually helping out a fair bit. Feel faster already. I should say something right now. If you see me do something absolutely idiotic or make... Ooh, quartz. Make a blatant mistake. No, I'm not doing it to be comedic. I'm just really that oblivious sometimes. Useful. I'm gonna take some of you guys and... Oof, inventory full. Lovely. I know I'm gonna need you guys. Drop those and get more if I need it. I know I'm gonna need quartz. I'm gonna need mushrooms for batteries. Quartz for glass, mushrooms for batteries, respectively. Copper as well, so I'm gonna need all of this. Ooh, I'm slowly getting closer to the Aurora. Let's not do that. It's... God damn it. It's like a freaking bear trap. When you're looking for him, you never find him. And when you stop looking for him, you walk straight into one head first. What the hell? There's one. Oh, God, that hurt. But that's fine. I'm fine. Cave sulfur.
Detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
I already know that. That's what I've been working on. You sassy, mouthy, useful PDA. Honestly, that is actually a smart way to do it. Instead of just giving a tutorial, they have the PDA detect the sulfur in the caves to give you a hint as to what you need to do first and foremost. I like it. It's a clever way to push new players into the right direction. Yes. Okay. Oh, God, right. Our guy is, the type to poke something that looks dangerous simply because he's curious. There we go.
Lifepod
There we go.
secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
Good. Right, I actually need to read these, don't I? 4546B environment scans. I should add, even though I do know a lot about Subnautica as it is from watching it be developed, it probably would be a good idea for me to just ensure that I get as much information as I can on the planet, because I probably need a reminder about a lot of it, especially before jumping into the second game to see what they might have changed, what might be new, and just all of it. Oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere, which is good. If it was anything else, we would have had a very, very interesting start to our adventure. Extensive biodiversity. I've seen that so far. Safety warnings may support Leviathan-class predators. Wow, lovely. Water contaminated with high levels of foreign bacteria. Interesting. Planet is beyond Federation space rescue. Unlikely. You bastards. It is not recommended to explore this environment without hazardous material suits and extensive support apparatuses. Well, considering the only way I'm gonna get those hazardous material suits and extensive support apparatuses is by exploring the planet, I think I'm just gonna ignore your recommendation. And it is a recommendation after all, don't have to listen too closely to it. What's the worst that could happen? Oh god.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Admittedly, you can still do quite a bit of damage. What sort of weapons were available in this thing originally? Isn't this meant to be like a survival mechanic? What the hell are you putting a freaking minigun in here for? Ooh, battery. Hello, hello? Yep, copper and mushrooms. Oh god. I'm realizing
Blueprint acquired.
Yeah, bite me. I'm realizing I still remember the freaking recipes. It's been years since I last seen Subnautica. I played so many games in between then and now, and yet I still remember these freaking recipes. I kinda love that. Can't remember half of my freaking studies from college, but I can damn sure remember how to craft a freaking battery in Subnautica. Oh, I guess it shows where my priorities are. Flashlights, thank you. Love it when something flashes us. Not like that. What the hell is wrong with... Who the hell looks down the barrel of a freaking flashlight? What's wrong with you?
The scanner
There
can
we
be
go.
used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
Lovely. You need self-scan? That's not surprising. Let's check for injury. I can imagine we got a few broken
Self-scan
bones.
complete. Vital signs normal. Continuing to monitor.
You're not gonna mention the current progression of that head injury? I'm doubtful that thing's just gonna be, well, simple. Hey! Ooh, message.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
I'm sorry, what was that about other life pods? Hang on, real quick. I know most people do the math whenever they, get that message, but I want to real quickly do it for myself. So 9,999 hours divided into 24-hour days, assuming that's... we'll go based off Earth days, is 416.625 days. Yeah, That's well over a year just to get here. That's damn near 2 freaking years just to get here. And that's assuming they even know we've crashed. So, yeah. We're kind of on our own. Which isn't the first time. Won't be the last time. How lovely. Okay, got the repair tool. Got the radio up and running. Got the scanner. Next up. I need materials. I need a sea glide. Table coral. Quite useful. Okay, just to get to shut up about the creep vine. Yes, I know. Cuts. Creep vine. Now we get creep vine clusters. Actually, I should scan it. There we go. Creep vine. Indigenous life forms. Stalkers! Other indigenous life forms.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Yeah, I'll get right on that right after I secure a freaking food supply, water source, and permanent power for the next 2 freaking years. Then I'll start doing your freaking research. Not gonna see any Aurora wreckage. Okay, correction. I'm not gonna see any other Aurora wreckage around here from the freaking surface. And already my oxygen's not quite enough to go into deeper parts of the water, and that's what I'm gonna need if I'm to survive, so... I guess we're upgrading our oxygen tank already. At least the bladderfish are a little dopey, so they're not gonna run too... he says as a... where'd it go? Okay, I was saying the bladderfish are a little dopey, and then one of them pulled a freaking Houdini on me. What the hell? Okay. Oh. I can do glass. I have a standard O2 tank. I have plenty of titanium. Silver? I'm gonna have to scan one of the freaking deposits because I don't know which ones give silver. Limestone crop. Titanium, copper. Yeah, no. Oh, radio. Okay. Just give that a try. I know it's a different freaking outcropping, but I can't remember where the hell I can find them. Probably the Creepvine Forest. Now I think about it, but that's a bit of a journey, and it's nighttime right now, so I don't want to go out there. Hello.
Receiving pre-recorded distress call, laying back.
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us.
Yeah.
Seriously. 3 out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Gotcha, thank you. So long as you bring along some gas money, we'll happily take you home. Habitat builder isn't that out of the question, and I would like to have one. No, wait, scratch that. Wiring kit. I don't have the kit build. Nope, yep. I can make a wiring kit, but it costs silver, and I don't even know where to get silver to begin with. It was just nighttime, and now it's day. You know what? If I'm losing time, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Boom. Okay, silver. Actually, should drop off some stuff. Okay. LifePod 3,
Caution.
shallow.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
I'm so glad you're telling me that. I don't really know what's gonna change. It's not like I can go out there and fix the damn thing. I barely have a freaking repair tool, let alone sea glide. The swim alone would probably kill me, let alone the creatures that I'll encounter along the way. Ooh, damaged sea glide. Actually, I would be able to get the sea glide right. Because of course, that's how this game works. They hand you whatever it is you need. So I can get the sea glide from here. Hang on. Stalkers. Ooh, LifePod 3. It's right here. Hello. Yeah. God. Ooh, sea glide. I remember when they added this. When they added these life pods, there wasn't even voice acting at the time as far as memory serves, and God, was it ever interesting. Hello?
Oxygen.
Not sure what that was. Compass. That'll be useful. Take the PDA. Yeah. 2 seconds. A little busy. Oh, good.
New PDA data.
Read you in like 2 seconds. Oh god, I can't remember if stalkers are gonna attack me if I'm up here. Hang on. I'm gonna check for more sea glides. Hello, hang on. As long as I don't drown. Where am I? iPod's there. If memory serves right, the iPod does move, doesn't it? It slowly floats around. It generally stays in safe shallows, but it does float around. Sandstone! That's what I want. I think. Sandstone, lead, silver, gold. Hello! That's exactly what I need. What was that? Lead. Lovely! That's exactly what I need. Something that's gonna make me way heavier than I was before, which is gonna make it more difficult to swim away from the things that are trying to quite literally bite my ass off. Ooh, mobile vehicle bay. I mean, it's only so useful because I can't exactly, build... See, I don't know what I can say and what I can't say, you know? If I say too much, then I'm gonna end up freaking spoiling stuff. Yeah. There you go. Little oxygen for your lungs and a little lore for me.
You really think it'll carry 2 of us?
Your regular sea glide tows a mass of 80 kilograms at over 30 kilometers an hour. The power cellar rig to this one should double that.
You think there's something out there that's faster?
Oh, sure. And that's assuming it doesn't overload 3 meters from the life pod.
You're calm about this.
I'm seeing the engineering problem. If I stop seeing the maths, I'll be terrified.
No, but come on. Terrified's good. Terrified's what keeps you alive. Terrified's what makes you piss your pants before you run face first into the creature that's gonna rip you to shreds. Terrified's the thing that keeps you standing afterwards. Oof. Aggressive little bastards. Yay.
Detecting increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
Yeah, bite my self-scan. I already did that. Fine. What are you? Ooh, laser cutter. Not useful yet, but gonna be useful in the future. Especially once we head to Aurora.
30 seconds.
Sea moth! Ooh, can I get a sea moth?
Short-range scans
Yes.
suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Good for you. I'm so glad you're learning so much about this freaking planet and how you could possibly exploit it in the future. Right now, I'm mainly concerned with not getting chomped on and hopefully getting a sea glide. Laser cutter. I'm not interested in you. Ooh, I am interested in you, though.
Silver-based wiring
Nice.
kits are an essential component of many habitat modules.
Yeah, I'm working.
Seek fluid.
Understand that. Hey, gold. Nice. That's gonna be useful.
Be advised, a common complication for cave divers is loss of orientation, followed by eventual asphyxiation.
Lovely. I feel like loss of orientation should have been all you needed to say there, not needing to add the part that I will
30
drown.
seconds.
Yes, I know. Close enough to the surface, I'm able to get back. Right, you guys are creepy. Freaking lead. I mean, it's useful, just not what I'm looking for.
Oxygen.
Yeah. Bite me in the oxygen, you prat. I want a freaking sea glide before I leave here, but I'm not sure I'm gonna find it.
Immediately.
I'm gonna be able to make a freaking sea moth before I'm able to craft a freaking sea glide. I think I'm stepping a few sea steps here. Skipping a few sea steps. God, the freaking water and survival. Gimme. Food. Thank you. What do we got? Sea glide.
Congratulations.
Hey, there we go.
You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%.
I can
Data
imagine.
indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
Yeah, I'll be sure to get a little running in on this water planet. How much silver did I get? 3. That's enough for at least 1 wiring kit. I don't think I need it for anything else, so I probably will get the habitat builder. Ah, okay. Yeah, I forgot the crate's whole research blueprints. It's been a while. I remember a lot about this game, not everything. You know what would have been nice? Some massive, omnipresent type creature, you know? Just something that has nothing to do with the story or anything else of that sort. Just some omnipresent, godlike creature that just occasionally shows a little curiosity in you. You know, you see a tentacle just moving just out of sight, and when you try and follow, it's completely gone, and you have no clue where it went. You see a little dust up in the water, but no other indication that anything was ever there. Just something like that, eyes in the distance watching you, sort of thing. That would have really added a creep factor to this game. Ooh, compass. You are not getting to my freaking silver for a freaking compass. I don't give a damn what way's north, south, or west. So long as I know where my freaking life pod is and where the Aurora is, I can navigate. Otherwise, piss off. Oof, computer chip. What does that require again? Gold, copper wire. I can make that. Very interested in a habitat builder. Thank you. Nice. Advanced wiring kit.
Acquired.
But I think I only need a wiring kit to make a habitat builder. What else does Seaglide require? Copper lubricant. Battery. Well, surprisingly enough, despite many aspects of my personality, I do not have a constant supply of lubricant on me, so we definitely gonna have to go get some creep vine. I think to make a battery, which is good. You want me to do a self-scan, didn't you? F.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor.
Yeah, that's not good. Interesting. Sorry, I'm trying not to spoil anything, but God, I love this. Come here. Did I just catch a peeper by accident? Okay, correction. He didn't try. He did Mr. President his way into my line of sight on the freaking bladderfish. He tried to save the poor bastard. What, were you Dory and Nemo? Were you trying to stop Nemo from getting captured by the boats? Okay, can make some lube. Surprised it took me this long.
Is essential in construction of vehicles and power plants.
That's not all it's good for. And we can now make one of my favorites and probably one of my most useful tools in the entire game, a sea glide. Which should help me get a sea moth and should eventually help me head towards the
will
Aurora.
increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys and stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Yeah, good luck with that one. And one more battery, which requires materials I have. Materials I don't have, lovely. Ah, hello. Yeah. Fire extinguisher saved my life initially, but now I do not quite need it. There we go. Oh, look at our cute little map. Whee! Okay, that's fun. Let's not waste the battery on it. Batteries are nuts.
Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drag core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Oh, I'm sure it will. Okay, what was I saying? Oh yeah, batteries may be one of the cheapest things to get my hands on, but that doesn't necessarily mean I want to use up my resources frivolously like that. Yeah, I can get all of them back, but, you know, then I have to actually go out and get them. I prefer to not have to do extraneous. I could have had a sea glide already. Freaking forgot about the crates. Battery coming up. One habitat builder coming up.
The builder
Nice.
tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
That is exactly what I need. Ooh, hello. Nice. So habitats. Right, so the foundations require lead and titanium, but the main components only require titanium. Multi-purpose room I am not able to make just yet, so I can make a bit of a basic base, but still base nonetheless. Interesting. Okay.
Plan pre-recorded distress call.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by this Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
That is
Signal
not what
location
you want to
uploaded
encounter.
PDA.
Where are you? That way. Near a cave system and under attack. Yeah, considering the fact that we are just now getting the distress call, I have a feeling under attack was, I have a feeling it's not under attack and more so was under attack. Poor bastards. I'm gonna upgrade my, oxygen tank because that is one of my limiting factors. High capacity O2 tank. That was another lovely feature of Below Zero. You didn't have to take your oxygen tanks off or anything like that to be... Ooh, rebreather. Wiring kit and fiber mesh. Can I make fiber mesh? Yes, again. Creepvine samples. Lovely. Actually, probably should get that for later exploring. Nice 90 seconds of oxygen. Exactly what I needed. Habitat builder. I'm gonna have to collect a bunch of materials for that. I probably will do farming in between episodes simply because that's kind of what I did for Below Zero, and there's gonna be a lot of that, especially if I want to make a bigger base. I will, because, you know, I have knowledge and stuff, I know that it will be best for me to be recording while I'm doing the farming, but as to whether or not any of that is ever going to be used will be a completely different matter. What?
Plan pre-recorded distress call.
Another one?
This is Life Pod 6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Useful. So did I get an actual marker? Or... Why am I so freaking popular today? Everyone's messaging me at the same goddamn time. And I gotta say, what do you expect us to do? There's radiation between you and the rendezvous. That means there's probably also radiation between you and us. What do you want us to do? What?
This is Avery Quinn of Trading Ship Sunbeam.
Hey!
Aurora, do you read? Over?
Not quite.
Nothing but vacuum. These Alterra ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Alterra. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
Lovely. Thanks for the assistance, you jackasses. Okay. Habitat builder in hand, I kinda need to consider where I'm going to put this. Kinda considering like red grass maybe. Yeah, I have to deal with sand sharks, but it's just a really deep but also relatively safe area. Like, it's creepvine forest. Actually, I kinda like the creepvine forest. Once again, you have to do... No matter what area you build in, you're gonna have to deal with something. From stalkers to sand sharks, something's going to be attacking you all the damn time. Ooh, can't run from me now, can ya? Never mind, they still can. Being outmaneuvered by a goddamn peeper. I might head back towards 3 and see about gathering out the Seamoth fragments I saw and one more vehicle bay fragment. Gonna also need lots of titanium. Seamoth is gonna make resource gathering a hell of a lot better because I don't have to quite worry of running head to head with creatures. This is for writing me off before. That's what you get. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, you're fine. Got 130 seconds of oxygen. I still managed to nearly drown. Ooh. Here we go.
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Here
3,
we go. Well, the Aurora's open. And there's the sweet radioactive winds.
new blueprint data acquired.
Oh, okay. Everyone, stop talking at one time. Jesus Christ. Radiation suit. Thank you. And there goes the Aurora. If there was anyone still on it, there definitely isn't now. Well. This has been interesting. I think I'm actually going to leave this episode of Subnautica off here. Very, very good start. We already have our habitat builder and we already have a sea glide. I'm very close to getting a vehicle station, and I have an idea of where I can find some sea moth fragments. Next episode, I'm going to pick out a location for a base, and I'm going to start working on that, because currently my storage in here is not adequate at all. I do need more storage though, and I don't think I have any recipes. Do I? Wait a minute. Yes. Okay. No. I do have recipes for storage and stuff. Gotcha. Okay. So I can do a bunch more building and whatnot. But yeah. Right now, I'm going to leave this episode of Subnautica off here. We have made a lot of progress. Next episode, I hopefully will be getting a mobile vehicle bay, as well as at least some sea moth fragments. Who the hell's messaging me now? What?
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location.
Oh, no kidding!
I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know.
There's probably some corpses
We're
up
now
there.
en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out.
Yeah, that's what you think.
What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, alright, but so are all the others.
Well, that's not disconcerting at all. At least you won't have to worry about that. Either way, like I was saying, I'm going to leave this episode of Subnautica off here. Next episode, we'll be picking out a spot for the base, and I'm going to start building on it. My selection for base, just in general base things, is limited. I can make better storage, which is my main concern. I can do everything else, but storage is my main concern. Batteries as well, like I said. They're easy enough to make, but having to constantly make them is not great. It would be better if I could have a selection of batteries I just charge and cycle through for the entirety of my playthrough. But that's going to require me getting a battery charger, and I'll be honest, I do not know where I get that from at all. We also have the one signal back that direction, which I probably will check out as well. That's sort of in the direction of the red grass dunes, so I was gonna head that way anyways. Yeah. For right now though, if you enjoyed this episode of Subnautica, there will be a playlist in Discord down in the description. 2 playlists actually. One for Subnautica where you can watch the rest of the series as it comes out, or if it's already fully released. The other one for Subnautica Below Zero, which is, well, my playthrough of Subnautica Below Zero. A very fun, interesting playthrough of the game, like right after it came out, I think. Pretty sure. There may also be a third playlist. I'm not sure there will be. It's if I remember to do it. For Subnautica 2, whenever that releases, I should hopefully add a playlist to this episode's description as well as all the future ones so that you can watch that as well. Yeah. I'm happy to be playing Subnautica. I'm happy to be reliving some of my childhood, because, yeah, Subnautica was my childhood. A lot of it. Oh, boy, that is... I'm not old yet, but definitely starting to make me feel like a grown-up. I'm pretty sure this game came out like 10 years ago. Damn near. At least the early access version, Jesus. Yeah, like I said, playlist, Discord down in the description. As well, you can find a like, comment, subscribe button down there where you're able to support the channel in some very small and free ways. It does help out and is, you know, it just makes me a little happy to see that people enjoy my content. As well, you can think about leaving a comment if you want to do that. Other than that, be good, be well, and I'll see all of you in the next episode of Subnautica. Goodbye.